Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Tonight we're taking on Season 8, Round 4 of the Solo Crisis League. This is the Confrontations Rivals season. So today we're taking on Rivals 2, which is Batman vs. Joker, Rivals 1, which is Batman vs. Joker, and we're using that against Crisis 4. So the top half of our deck here is all Rivals 1 and Crisis 4 cards. The bottom half, some Confrontations cards to, bring up the deck. The main deck size, because that initial combination is that okay, never mind, something looked out of place, but it turns out it's right. The initial deck size of just Rivals 1 plus a Crisis main deck card is not enough. It's less than your normal Crisis game, so it would lead to some unnecessary losses to some of our more regular members, I think. So we're going to go ahead and we added a few cards and Confrontations just to bring that main deck size up to a more on par Teen Titans Crisis 4 game, for example. So anyway, our choices are Batman or the Joker. I'm not even really going to examine the pros and cons of each of these. I've already made my choice of Batman, so we'll just get the Joker out of here. And the reason that I chose Batman is a tale of redemption. Batman here has been used 3 times in the league. I'm talking about Rivals 1 Batman, and he's lost 2 of them. I don't think that any other character in this league. There we go. I don't think any other character in this league has that low of a turnout in terms of victory, that low of a ratio in terms of victory. So we're taking Batman, and we're going to just try and pump that up to at least 50, right? Because we get the 4 games, if we win this one, that's 50. If I lose this one, it goes down to 20%. I'm well aware, but I'm feeling confident. I think we'll be fine. Got our punches and vulnerabilities here. We've got Slade Wilson in play. His stack ongoing ability is, after a player shuffles their discard pile, if they have a personal crisis, they gain a weakness. So whenever we shuffle that deck, if we have a personal crisis, we gain a weakness. So we'll fill the lineup now. We got Batarang and Nightstorm, Infinity Island, Nightstorm, and Waterbearer. So we ended up with a bunch of Crisis 4 cards and 1 Rivals 1 card, so we'll see how this all shakes out. Our first personal crisis is going to be Insecure. Discard each card with cost 5 or greater you control. You can't play cards with cost 5 or greater. Contribute a card of cost 5 or greater. Well, the good news is we can get Infinity Island and give it to this. The bad news is that once we do that, we can't get it back. It's gone for good. It's actually removed from the game when you give something to a Crisis 4 crisis. So it's not even going to the destroyed pile. At the start of our turn, we have to destroy the top card of the main deck for Personal Crisis. For the Personal Crisis we have. This turn we're generating 1, 2, 3 power. We're going to use that to get Waterbearer in the hopes of using Batman's ability here, which is when we buy an equipment, we get to draw an extra card at the end of our turn. Get that out and destroy a card. Ooh, destroyed the Killing Joke, which would have been a good one to give to Insecure. I'm concerned that since we're playing Crisis 4, we're actually not going to see a lot of the Crisis 1 cards. I'm sorry, the 2, 3, 4, 5. The Rivals 1's cards in action. I have to get 6 cards because we bought an equipment. Alright, didn't help too much, but 1, 2, 3, 4 power. We can at least use that to buy the Batarang here, which will allow us to draw another card again. New card coming out, new card destroyed. So we get 6 cards again because we bought another equipment. And if we can afford Biometric Exosuit, which I can't see a reason why we wouldn't, we should be able to do it again this next turn. So just keep going like that, right? Oh, you know what? Hold on, put that one back. I didn't look at it yet. There should be a weakness in here, because when we shuffled that first deck, a weakness should have gone in. This is actually our second shuffle, so another weakness comes out. So all this extra card draw for Batman is probably going to hurt us, because we are going to keep going over that 10 cards that we have here. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get the 6. All right, 1 and draw a card. It is the weakness. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Well, we will buy Biometric Exosuit. And we'll get rid of one of the Night Storms. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 again. New card comes out, new card is destroyed. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4 power. We can buy Insanity, and we'll get rid of Victor Zsasz. We don't get to draw an extra card though, because we don't have we didn't buy an equipment that turn. That's the one thing that's changed so far. So new card coming out, new card destroyed. Still, Infinity Island is the only card that's been an option for Insecure at this point. There's 1 power, 2, 3, 4. We will get rid of Night Storm here. New card comes out. New card destroyed. Lots of villains were destroyed, which is good. But that's unfortunate still, that we are in this position where we have to pretty much use Infinity Island when I don't want to. 1 and draw a card. 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll get an Enhanced Strength and a Vigilant Guard. There's that, and then a new card comes out and is destroyed. So, Billionaire. Yeah, Billionaire is perfect for Insecure because it's not really an ability that we want so much. So that's good news. 1, 2, 3. We're going to go ahead and get another Enhanced Strength. We will gain another weakness, though. That is the bad news. Can't play cards that cost 5 or greater. I hope I didn't play it. I don't think I bought any, let alone played any. Alright, so new card comes out. There we go, another Biometric Exosuit, and then we lost a Joy Buzzer. It's been so long since I've played Rivals 1, I don't actually know what a lot of those cards do. Alright, so 2, 3, 4, 5, which we'll use to buy Billionaire. Hopefully we'll get that out here soon, because we're going to give that to Insecure as soon as we can. New card comes out. New card destroyed. Batwoman's gone. Alright, 2, 3, 4. We're going to buy Biometric Exosuit and Vigilant Guard, but this says you may put the next ongoing card you buy or gain this turn into your hand. Let's leave that there. So we have 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 2, 3, 4. We bought this, so that's 2. And then 3, 4. Well, we still just buy Vigilant Guard and move on, but I was hoping we can get something else out of it. It's cool to have 2 Unity cards already. 1 card out, 1 card destroyed. Abandoned Amusement Park. 1, 2, 3 power. We'll get another Enhanced Strength. Haven't seen any destruction yet. Alright, here's the good news. We do gain a weakness, unfortunately. But the good news is that we are now shuffling that 5-cost card into our deck, and we can give it to Insecure very shortly, hopefully. All depends how fast we move through this deck. Alright, 1 and draw a card. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to buy World's Greatest Detective. New card comes out. New card destroyed. Maniacal Laugh. There we go. Here's Billionaire given up for Insecure. Can't play cards that cost 5 or greater. We didn't. And contribute a card that costs 5 or greater. Okay, Insecure is removed from the game, and our first personal crisis is defeated. That's that. That's good news. We won't be getting any more weaknesses now via Slade Wilson. And we won't be destroying cards off the top of the main deck. So 1, 2, 3, 4, which we'll use to buy Ancient Map. Since it's an ongoing card, we can just put it into our hand We'll put it down. Look at the top card of your deck. I may discard it. I'll leave it there. Okay, so we can do 6 cards this turn because we got Ancient Map. Because we bought an equipment, I should say. And now we've got one villain in our way of Slade Wilson. See if we get a second one. Nope. Oh, nothing to destroy because we don't have a Personal Crisis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to get a Homicidal Maniac and an Enhanced Strength. Homicidal Maniac's going to be pretty key in getting rid of all of these starters now. Oh, you know what? Before we end that turn, Ancient Map, look at this card, and we will discard it. Thank you. New card comes out. All right, 1, 2, 3, and a bunch of weaknesses. We'll get another Enhanced Strength. I mean, that's 2 power at least that we can use later. We do not gain a weakness now because we don't have a Personal Crisis. Ooh, what if I bought Joy Buzzer instead of Enhanced Strength? I would have had a 6-card turn, which would have been more worth my time. That's okay. We'll get there. All right, 1 and draw a card. 2, 3, 4. We're going to put this aside for next turn because we can save assist cards. We're going to buy Joy Buzzer, bringing us down to 2. And we'll get 6 cards this turn, plus that assist card set aside. So that should help quite a bit. New card coming out. It didn't really help that much. We only got 1 power here, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can at least get rid of Harley Quinn, but that's basically all we can do. We need that destruction card. Where is it? All right, 2 and 3. We're going to set this one aside, buy an Enhanced Strength, and move on to our next turn. Let's try Ancient Map. Look at this. We won't discard that. I keep forgetting to use Ancient Map. That's going to be pretty important. With the state of our deck right now, we can't forget that. All right, first off, Ancient Map, look at this. We will not discard it because we'll play Homicidal Maniac, reveal the top card of your deck, draw it, or destroy it. Thank you. And then 1 power here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Goodbye to Mara Al Ghul. There's other things I want here, but the option to get Slade Wilson, it's too important, I think. All right, so we destroyed 1 weakness of I think the 4 we had. So that's the good news there. What else? We need to start working on the starters, getting some strong cards. We're doing all right. Eventually have a confrontation of Slade Wilson. Eventually. 1 and draw a card. Let's try Ancient Map, which I should have done first. I will not discard that. 2, 3. Trying to see if I want any of these cards. Reveal the top 2 cards of your deck, draw one of them, and then put the other on top of your deck. You know what? Yeah, we'll take Oracle. That sounds useful. There's that. Batarang. We'll start our turn with Ancient Map looking at this. We'll leave that there. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll set this aside by Batarang. And we'll get a 6-card turn on this next turn. Because we bought an equipment. One power here. Let's start with Ancient Map now. Look at this. We can leave that there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to use that. I do want to get Bat Signal. We're going to get Bat Signal because that 3 power. That 3 power is going to be very useful. We've only got a few 2-power cards. Mostly only 1 power cards, really, and a few abilities. So now we get 6 cards because we bought an equipment. Start of an ancient map. Look at this. We will not discard that. 1 and draw a card. 2, 3, 4 is all we got with all those cards. I guess we'll get rid of Mr. Freeze and move on. Alright, so don't think we got rid of a single weakness that turn. What did we destroy? Did we destroy anything? It must have been the same deck rotation where we destroyed that weakness, because I don't think we destroyed a second one. Unless it's here in these cards. It is, it just didn't come up again. Okay. Well, we'll start with Ancient Map. Looking at this, we will discard it. And then we'll play Homicidal Maniac. Looking at this, and we will destroy this vulnerability. So that worked out pretty well. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5 get Utility Belt, so we get 6 cards on this next turn. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to save this Enhanced Strength for next turn. We'll use Ancient Map. We will discard that, and we'll buy Nightwing for 5. Start of Ancient Map. Look at this. We'll leave that there. Reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. Draw one of them, put the other on top of your deck. Guess we'll take this one, put that there. And it's just 1 and draw a card. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll save this for next turn. I'm really interested in getting Donna Troy, but this one's a block, and blocks are going to block us from getting Slade Wilson, so that's that. It's pretty much that decision made for us. All right, we'll start with Ancient Map. Look at this. We will discard that. And then it's just 1 and draw a card. 2, 3 and draw a card. 4, 5. We'll set this aside. No, we'll go 6, 7 and get Donna Troy. You know what? No, Donna Troy is fine, yeah. I was just looking at Black Canary's ability, and that's also super attractive. Plus 2 power, and I may destroy a villain in the lineup. That's going to help quite a bit. Just flat out destroy a villain. When it's in the way of defeating a supervillain, that's nice. Alright. And let's see, Ancient Map, look at this. We will discard that. 1, 2, 3 and draw a card. 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll get Black Canary, because I think that ability is going to be pretty key. Alright, then let's go ahead and use Ancient Map. Look at this. That will leave. We'll do 1 and draw a card. Reveal the top card here. Ooh, we'll draw it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll use that to get Warm Embrace and goodbye to Nightstorm. Okay, we might actually get through this pretty soon now. Without any more, yeah, it's another Unity card. Cool. So, there's no block cards, but you know what? We have to get rid of Poison Ivy 2, which would be 14 in one turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, not this turn. We might be able to get rid of Poison Ivy, maybe get Wally West this turn, but we're probably not going to do Slade Wilson, so no confrontation. First off, Ancient Map, look at this. We'll leave that there. 1 and draw a card. Draw 2 cards and then discard a card. We'll get rid of this weakness. Reveal and draw the top card of your deck. If it's an equipment, repeat this process. Yes, we're only at 1, 2, 3, 4, and draw a card. 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10's enough to buy Wally West, say goodbye to Poison Ivy. That was a good turn. That was a good use of a lot of our cards there. But it wouldn't have been enough to go for the confrontation. We didn't generate enough power. 3, and then Ancient Map. Look at this. We'll leave that there. 4, and nothing here. We're not going to buy anything. The deck's large enough. Just move on to the next turn. Till we destroy some more of these or get rid of a few new Personal Crisis with it, we're not going to do it unless it's a strong card, like Damian Wayne. All right, we're going to start with Ancient Map, so we'll have to shuffle our deck here for that. Can't go for the confrontation. But we can go for Stone and we can go for Damian Wayne. So, Oracle. No, first off, Ancient Map. Sorry, look at this. We'll leave that there. Reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. Draw one of them and put the other on top of your deck. All right. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card. By weakness. 2, 4, 5, 6. We'll save this for next turn. We're going to get Stone. All right. Another equipment, so that's the good news. Let's see. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know what? Yeah, Confrontation. Confrontation of Slade Wilson. We'll start with Ancient Map looking at this. We'll leave that there. Because then we're going to go with 1 and draw a card. 4, and I can put a hero from my discard pile into my hand. Reveal 2 cards off your deck. Draw one of them, put the other on top of your deck. All right, so we're at 4. Reveal the top card of your deck. If it's an equipment, repeat the process. And it is. Okay, so we're at 4 power. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is the end of Slade Wilson. We beat our first villain. I did not destroy a lot of starters. We destroyed 1 vulnerability. I've still got probably 3 weaknesses throughout this deck. Maybe this wasn't the best move, but it felt good. And additionally, we can give things to whatever Personal Crisis comes up because we've got a good combination of things. Except for Destruction. If it's Heroic Sacrifice or something, or not Heroic Sacrifice, if it's a Survivor's Guilt, we're not going to be in a good place. We have the Defense the Insanity Defense. That's good. Okay. Our new crisis is Malfunction. Discard each equipment you control. You can't play equipment, contribute 2 equipment. Our new villain, Cheshire. We're going to defend against that with Insanity. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw a card. Very well. We're going to give Water Bearer to Malfunction here. Oh, I forgot. We have to put a card out and destroy a card. 2 power and draw a card. 3, 4, 5. We're going to use that to actually... We're going to buy Water Bearer, which will get us 6 cards on this next turn, and is a good one to give to Malfunction if need be. And a card gets destroyed. Lucius Fox. Yeah, we're just going to give it Batarang. I don't really want to get rid of Batarang. It's a good card. Decent defense, but getting rid of that crisis and not destroying cards is far more useful. So now we'll go ahead and draw a card. 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll buy Damian Wayne here. All right, once I get Infinity Island, we're going to be in a good place with 3 ongoing cards. Infinity Island and Damian Wayne, we're going to be in a very good place. Reveal the top card of your deck, draw it or destroy it. We'll draw you. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll buy Infinity Island and say goodbye to blank. Goodbye to blank. Laughing Gas is an okay option. Its attack doesn't really do anything for us. Oh, I didn't even see Huntress's ability. We should be buying Huntress as soon as possible. Destroy a card in your discard pile. Yes, please. Okay, I need Huntress. And I could use Laughing Gas for the benefit of getting the 6-card hand, but that's about it. Killer Proc. Alright, 1 power, draw a card. 2 power, draw another card. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You know what? 6, 7, 8. We'll get rid of Croc. We'll buy Huntress. There's not really a reason for me to use Enhanced Strength, so we'll save that for next turn. Alright, there's no block cards, there's no villains. Do we want to go for the confrontation again? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know what? We're doing a confrontation with Cheshire. 1 power here. 2, 3. We're going to discard both of these to draw 2 cards. So that's 3 power, right? 4, 5, 6. We're going to use that. Put a hero from our discard pile into our hand. Play that to draw a card. 7, 8. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Discard this vulnerability. 9, 10, 11, 12. And we're going to save this for next turn. Okay, with 12 power, we definitely beat Cheshire, and we just go on to the next character. The next villain and stuff, yeah. That worked out real well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our new personal crisis is, and we have World's Greatest Detective to defend with. Weakened Heart. Each time you buy or gain a non-villain card from the lineup, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. A player must buy or gain 2 or more non-villain cards from the lineup during their turn. That's not so bad. 8 power would do it right now. We might get something cheaper out in the process. Then it's Simon, who will defend against with World's Greatest Detective. You may reveal this card from your hand to avoid an attack. If nothing else happens, we're good. Okay. New card comes out, and because we have the personal crisis, a card gets destroyed. Oh, there goes Titans United. 1, and draw a card. 2, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's an equipment, repeat the process. Reveal and draw. It's not an equipment. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With that, we're actually going to buy Laughing Gas, and that's it. I know it's tempting to buy Homicidal Maniac, but I want to leave the cheap card out there so that we still have the option for Weakened Heart. So we bought an equipment, so we do get 6 cards. Now I have to add a card for the turn, and then destroy one for the crisis. Ooh, there goes our other Damian Wayne. We'll put Ancient Map down, then we'll look at the top card. Gonna discard it. Ugh, okay. Then we'll use Homicidal Maniac to look at this. It still wasn't worth it. I took a chance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't really want to do anything with that. So we're not going to buy anything. Not going to buy anything. New card comes out, and a card is destroyed. All right, 2 and draw. Oh, sorry. First off, Ancient Map. Look at this. We will not discard it. 2 and draw a card. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and I can put an ongoing card in my hand. We'll buy the Batcave here, which adds a card to the lineup. No, hold on, we're changing that. We're buying Omen, which goes into our hand, which adds a card to the lineup still. That leaves us a 5 power that we will then use to buy the Batcave. Then we'll play Omen, which allows us to draw a card because of Wally West, and then I can also destroy a card in my hand or discard pile. We'll destroy a weakness if we have one. There we are. Okay, so we lined up a few things there, but we did buy 2 cards in 1 turn, ending Weakened Heart. That's the important thing. That's what we really wanted to get out of the way. And that, yeah, we didn't buy anything special. We just still have 5 cards this turn. Simon's our next objective. We're going to get rid of the Penguin first, though. Penguin's got to go. We'll buy Birthday Cake at some point for some power and the ability to get a 6-card hand. Get the other Homicidal Maniac to destroy some cards, because this deck is huge. Okay, we'll start up Ancient Map looking at this. We will discard it. Then we're going to use Biometric Exosuit. That'll get us 1 power, destroy a card, and draw a card. Then reveal the top 2 cards of your deck, draw one of them, the other on top of your deck. We're going to draw this Vulnerability. Now, why am I drawing the Vulnerability and putting World's Greatest Detective over here? You'll see in a second, in case it's not clear yet. We're going to play another Biometric Exosuits. Now it's 2, 3, destroy a card, bam, goodbye to that Vulnerability, and then draw a card. And so we got World's Greatest Detective anyway, but in this method, we ended up destroying the Vulnerability. I could have done Wally West first and then Omen, and it would have been the exact same effect, but that's where we are. 4 and draw a card. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll use that to get rid of the Penguin. We'll buy Homicidal Maniac and Birthday Cake. So we got a 6-card hand coming up. There's currently no block cards out there, and now also no villains. So we're in a good place. That Bat Signal, though, is very tempting. What are we looking at power-wise? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're probably not going to get there this turn anyway, so we're going to go for the Bat Signal this turn. We'll start with Ancient Map looking at this. Leave it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw 2 cards and then discard a card. 6, 7, 8. Hello, Bat Signal, which is another 6-card hand for us. All right, we're looking at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're there. So you know what? Yeah, Confrontation of Simon. 4, 5, 6. Let's use Ancient Map. Look at this. We'll leave it there. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is just enough to beat Simon. And we're good. We're good. We're moving through it now. The reason we're moving through is because we've got some stuff we can sacrifice to Personal Crisis. We haven't been hit with an attack yet. We will this turn, though. I have no defense. And we have some pretty strong cards. This we now have 2 copies of that Bat Signal card, so that's nothing to shake a stick at. So, our new Personal Crisis is Survivor's Guilt. Each time a weakness or starter you own is destroyed, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. 2 cards owned by players must be destroyed during a single turn. Alright, the new villain is Clock King, who we cannot defend against. Each player destroys an equipment they control and an equipment in their hand. For each you cannot gain a weakness. I'm going to destroy Ancient Map, and we have to gain a weakness because there's none in my hand. Alright, new card comes out, and a new card is destroyed. Alright, so we'll start with Homicidal Maniac. Looking at this, we're going to draw it. Two power and draw a card. Alright, we're going to put Infinity Island down, okay? Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So, that means the first time an ongoing card enters your discard pile during each of your turns, you may put it into your hand instead. This is going to work out wonderfully, I think. Right? No, that doesn't work. It doesn't work. If I do, I can get Omen into my hand. Okay, so we're at 2 power. 4 power, we're going to discard all 4 of these ongoing cards here. We'll use Infinity Island to put Omen back into our hands, though. So we can draw 4 cards in the hopes that one of them destroys. We'll get Batcave down. So we're at 4 power. 5, 6, 7, 8. We can then use Omen to destroy something. But if we destroy a starter or a weakness, we have to add a card to the lineup. That's okay. We're going to do it. We're going to destroy a weakness. We're going to have to add a card to the lineup for that. So that's 8 power we have. 9, 10 is nothing but Utility Belt. And Biometric Exosuit. No, we'll do Warm Embrace. Biometric Exosuit will have its day soon. We do get 6 cards, which is nice. We have to destroy a card now. There's that. Oh man, Batsimil's only during a confrontation. I hope I didn't use that during a non-confrontation. Well, he only costs 10. So hold on. He costs 10. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know what? Yeah. We're good. We're going for the confrontation now. So that's +1 for Batcave here. 2 with enhanced strength. 3, 4, I can destroy a card in my discard pile. By weakness, which adds a card to the lineup. Ooh, it's a block card, which makes things a little bit more difficult. So that's 4 power. 5, 6, 7, put a hero from my discard pile into my hand. That'll be Wally West. Reveal a top card of your... Okay, yeah, we're going to do Nightwing now. Reveal a top card of my deck. If it's an equipment, we can do it again. This is where I want those biometric exosuits so bad. I'm going to shuffle, 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 but I can't promise that'll happen. So we're at, again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Draw this. Oh, it is an equipment, so we get to go again. Equipment, we get to go again. Okay. So we're at 7. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card. We'll drop Punch here. Draw another card, and that also triggers Omen to destroy a card. We'll destroy this vulnerability, which does add a card to the lineup, but also beats Survivor's Guilt because that is 2 cards destroyed in 1 turn. Whew, okay, so we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it power-wise. 7 and draw a card. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's enough to get rid of this block card. Oh, and the villain. So that's 16. That means you have 10 left over to buy Clock King. And then we can actually save this assist card for next turn. So that all worked out really, really well. Really well. Okay. Still have to worry about getting, a new crisis and stuff. But we've got Sudden Loss. Discard each ongoing card you control. All right. You can't play ongoing cards. Contribute 2 ongoing cards. We'll see if we can do that anytime soon. Brother Blood. We will defend. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw a card. So I can't play ongoing cards. New card comes out. New card destroyed. 1, 2, draw 2 cards and discard a card. We're going to go back. We're going to play the punch after that. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, and draw a card. 5, 6. We can put an ongoing card into our hand. We'll get Wayne Manor, and we'll give that to Sudden Loss. And then that's 1, 2, 3. We're going to buy Biometric Exosuit, bring us down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll use that to get rid of Commissioner Gordon. Now, we bought Biometric Exosuit, so we do get 6 cards this turn. New card comes out. New card is destroyed. Reveal the top card of your deck. Draw it or destroy it. We'll destroy this punch. 1, 2, and draw a card. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Set this aside. We'll buy Superman. New card comes out. New card is destroyed. We'll start with Homicidal Maniac. Look at the top card. We will draw that. 1. We're going to give Biometric Exosuit to Sudden Loss. That's 2 ongoing cards. Sorry, wrong button. So that is the end of Sudden Loss. We're at 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. Should have gone for that. We'll get Red Robin. And that'll be that. All right, so we've got some strong cards. We're finally getting rid of some starters. And we've given up a few cards for Personal Crises, which is good. Still, this deck is huge. New card comes out. New ongoing card. Okay, so do we go for the confrontation this turn? 1, 2. No, we've got a good setup turn, but we don't have anything great for that. So we'll try and get Wally West. 1 power here. 2. Reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. Draw one of them and put the other on top of your deck. We'll draw Donna Troy and leave Superman there for next turn. So we're at 1, 4, and save this for next turn where we buy Wally West this turn. And there's a good chance we're looking at a Brother Blood turn. New card comes out. All right, we have 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You know, we're going for it. We are going for the confrontation. So that's 1, 5, 6 and draw a card, 7, 8, 9 and destroy a card, 10, 11, 12 on the money. That is the end of Brother Blood. It's working. It is working. Somehow this deck is just kind of skating by. We have no defense for whatever's about to happen. Each time you buy, gain, or defeat a villain, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. Players may contribute villains they buy, gain, or defeat to this crisis. Contribute 3 villains. An important note is that supervillains do count. Defeating them adds a card to the lineup, but it can also be given to villainous lineage. And our new villain is Harvest. Each player destroys a hero they control and a hero in their hand. For each you cannot gain a weakness. Oh man, we actually just lost 2 very good characters. We lost Nightwing and Omen. Those are 2 things I did not want to lose. That's unfortunate. Okay, new card comes out. New card is destroyed. 3, reveal the top card of your deck. We will draw it. 7, 8, 9. We'll buy Two-Face, which goes straight to Villainous Lineage. And I have 6 left over, but no desire to buy any of that. I really didn't want to lose any of those cards we just destroyed. That's really bad. That's really bad timing. New card comes out. New card's destroyed. We can get Batcave down. Also, Infinity Island. And then it's draw a card. And then it's 1 power. 2, 3, and draw another card. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll buy Arkham Asylum. And we won't do anything of that 3 remaining power. There we go. And then we destroy a card. So we got Clayface there. That's the good news. Let's see. 2, 3, 7, 8. We'll buy Clayface. Well, we didn't add a card when we beat Two-Face either, so 2 more cards should have been out. So again, we had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We bought Clayface, bringing us down to 5. We'll add Blank, bringing us down to 4, and ending Villainous Lineage. So that's another Crisis beat. We'll save this for next turn. Sure, we'll get Alfred Pennyworth. I could see some uses there. Especially if you have to discard ongoing cards. Very strong in that use case. Okay. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're good. Okay, confrontation time. A confrontation with Harvest. First off, 2 power here and destroy a card on my discard pile. Alright, that's the end of a punch. Good to see that go. 3 power here. 4 power with Batcave. 5, 6 and draw a card. Homicidal Maniac. Look at this. Nah, we'll leave that there. Then it's draw 2 cards and discard a card. So again, it's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can discard. Oh, wait, and 9. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we can discard ongoing cards. We'll put Wally West into our hand. Discard these 3. So that's 4 cards for Infinity for Damian Wayne. So again, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 power. We're in a confrontation with Harvest. Draw 2 cards and then discard a card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, draw a card, 21, 22 is enough to get rid of Harvest. Leaves us a 13, which is enough to upgrade Batman. Once each of your turns, if you play a hero and an equipment, play a non-location card from your lineup. Play a non-location card from the lineup and return it. Perfect. We are upgrading Batman to level 2 and saving enhanced strength for next turn. All around, good turn. Good turn. So we are kind of on a roll. We really are moving quickly through a lot of these challenges. I feel like we're gonna have like one of the cheap cards come up next. So I'm trying to think of like personal crises we haven't seen. There's one that asks for like 3 cost cards, one that asks for 2 or less, one that asks specifically for heroes, one for superpowers. Those are the ones we haven't seen yet. I'm sure there's other ones I'm not thinking of right this second, and we'll be unpleasantly surprised when they pop up. But we have a defense. We have 2 defense cards to choose from, so that's the good news. Our new personal crisis is Depowered. Discard each superpower you control, which is none. You can't play superpowers, contribute 2 superpowers. Okay. The good news is that we still have a defense, even if that is the case. Our new villain, the Brain of Monsieur Mallah. Each player flips their superhero face down. We're going to defend with Batarang. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw a card. New card comes out, and a card is destroyed. So we're going to give Vigilant... I kind of want to save Vigilant Guard for the defense one. I'm almost certain there's one that asks for defense cards, and that's a good one to give up. So we might not do that one. We put a card from our discard pile on top of our deck. That'll be Batarang, sure. And then 1 power here. We'll save this for next turn. 2 and draw a card. 3 and draw a card. 4. We'll get Grappling Hook. Hold on. We did have a hero and an equipment, so I can play a non-location from the lineup. We use Vicky Vale here to draw another card. Alright, we tried. 5, 6. We'll use that to we'll still get rid of Grappling Hook. We can't draw extra cards now, but that's okay. New card comes out, and a card is destroyed. That's another Vigilant Guard. I kind of wish now that we destroyed the one we had. We're going to put the Batcave down. Then we're going to draw 2 cards and get 1 power. 2 power now. 6 power. Reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. Draw 1, put the other on top. We'll draw this one. Draw 2 cards and then discard a card. Man, you would think we'd be in trouble, but we still have all this stuff going on. So 6. All right, 7, 8. We're going to discard all of these except for 1 Wally West. Well, sorry, we're going to discard Wally West too. We'll draw 4 cards, but Infinity Island's going to put that Wally West into our hand. So again, it's 2, 6, 7, 8. Draw another card. Here's a Vigilant Guard, since apparently we've got him just floating around. And, here's a Homicidal Maniac, because we've got 2 of them. And that should be the end of Depowered. Man, I'm going to really figure out these buttons someday. Someday. So that is that. We're still at 8 power. 9 and draw a card. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18, 19. We'll buy Laughing Gas, bringing us down to 13. Vigilant Guard, bringing us down to 11. And Vicky Vale, bringing us down to 9. I don't need all those cards. I'm just kind of thinking ahead to some future crises, and all of those are good for that. Billionaire would have been great for the crisis we just had. I considered buying it, but the way I saw it, we wouldn't actually be able to use it. We would have cycled through our deck before it became useful. I mean, ooh, we reached the end of all the Crisis. I'm sorry, the Rivals 1 cards and Crisis 4 cards. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're good to go on this. So you know what? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and that's actually enough for Wally West's. I'm sorry, Batman's ability to kick in. We'll use Billionaire to gain the top card of their main deck and put it into our hand. 12, 13, plus 1 for each superpower over here. Okay. 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, I almost think, I'm pretty sure that if you gain a villain, though, from the top of that card, that might not be the case. Nope, it's only one you get from the lineup. So that is enough to keep that, get rid of the brain of Monsieur Mallah, and move on to the next turn here. New Crisis is Trial by Combat. Each time a villain enters the lineup, you discard a card. Contribute a defense card. Just a single one? I thought there was multiple defense cards. That's why I was stocking up. Oh, wait. All right. Crisis Superboy Prime, who we cannot defend against. Each player gains a personal crisis, then discards a card for each personal crisis they have. That's a terrible time to have a defense card. Out of Control. Each player draws each time you draw one or more cards during your turn, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. 3 or more cards must be drawn during a player's turn. Okay, we can do this. Oh, and then we gain a number of weaknesses equal to the number of personal crises. That's 2 weaknesses. 1 card comes out and 2 are destroyed for 2 personal crises. So I think we can do this. First off, Arkham Asylum can come on out. And we can use that to put a villain on the bottom of our deck, but we won't because that villain's not really helpful to have at the bottom of our deck. Then it's 2 power and draw a card. Because we're drawing a card, this comes out. 3, 4 and destroy a card over here. That's good. 5 and draw another card. That's a second card drawn. And then reveal the top card of your deck, draw it or destroy it. We will draw it, which ends Out of Control. It does add another card to the lineup, but it does end Out of Control. So we are again at 2, 4, 5. Draw 2 cards and then discard 1. We'll discard this one, save this for next turn. 6, 7, 8, 12. Goodbye, Silver Banshee. Bring us down to 9. I don't think we're going to buy anything else. I think we just move on. Could buy Kryptonite and get a 6-card hand. Yeah, let's buy Kryptonite so we have a 6-card hand. That's a good hand. That's a good point. Didn't think of that. I do want to get rid of Trial by Combat, but getting rid of Crisis Superboy Prime is also going to be very useful. There's no block cards out there, right? Nah. All right, new card comes out. The card is destroyed. All right, we're going to go with first 1 power here. Then it's a confrontation. I'm sorry, I didn't say that yet. It is a confrontation against Crisis Superboy Prime. So that's 1, and draw 2 cards and discard a single card. We'll discard this punch. 2, 3. 4, 5, destroy that punch. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's the end of Crisis Superboy Prime. That's the good news, but we do end up getting another Crisis and stuff. So, Yikes. So we do get 5 cards. We have no defense again. Where do all of our defense cards go? I was purposely stacking them up. I don't understand. You get a new personal crisis in Inflated Ego. Discard each card of cost 1, 2, or 3 you control. You can't play cards that cost 1, 2, or 3. Contribute 2 cards of cost 1, 2, or 3. Then it's Blackfire, who we can't defend against. Each player destroys a superpower they control and a superpower in their hand. For each, you cannot gain a weakness. That's the end of Warm Embrace, unfortunately, and we gain a weakness. That's bad. New card comes out, and 2 cards are getting destroyed. All right. Oh, a villain entered the lineup, so we have to discard a card. We'll discard Joy Buzzer here. I think we have to go... No, not Joy Buzzer. Sorry, we're going to discard Laughing Gas because we're going to give Joy Buzzer to Inflated Ego. Then we're going to start our turn with Damian Wayne. 2 power. We'll discard both of these, but with Infinity Island, this goes back in our hand, and we draw 2 cards. So that's 2 power. Draw a card. Here's Batarang. That is a defense card, so that is the end of Trial by Combat. And we'll draw 2 more cards and discard a card. There's our second 1, 2, or 3 cost card, ending Inflated Ego. Still only at 2 power, though. 3 power, draw another card. 7, reveal the top card of our deck, draw it or destroy it. I guess we'll draw it because we play it and draw another card, and it's that weakness. But that's enough to get rid of Zod, and then we can move on and hopefully get rid of Blackfire on this very next turn. But we did get rid of 2 personal crises that turn, so that's good news. So we're looking at 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going for the personal crisis. I'm sorry, we're going for Blackfire, I mean. Yeah, I think we really have to. We're getting to that point in the game where it's stick to it because that deck's getting small. We're going to draw 2 cards. Also get 1 power for that. 2 and draw a card. There we go. 6, 7, 8 plus 3 because there's no villains in the lineup, so that's 11, 12, 13, 17, 18, and we do control. No, it's not control, it says play. And we did play Biometric Exosuit and a hero, so we can play a card in the lineup. So again, it is 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 17, 18. Just looking at my options. I guess it's Steel, which is 19, 20, and plus 1 for each equipment. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 power. That's enough to get rid of Blackfire. I have 15 left over, so we can actually go to level 3. Plus 1 for each equipment and hero we play. Yes, please. Okay. Please have a defense card. Yes, we've got a defense card. Okay. Our new personal crisis is Unrequited Love. Discard each hero you control. You can't play heroes. Contribute 2 heroes. That's unfortunate. That means that was my defense card. That was my defense card. So, our new villain, Crisis Troya. Each player gets a personal crisis, then destroys the top card of their main destroys the top card of the main deck for each personal crisis they have. Ooh, that's that. So we have to destroy 2 cards. Each time you contribute to a crisis at the top card of the main deck to the lineup, contribute 3 cards with cost 1 or greater. Okay. So 1 card comes out, and 2 have to be destroyed. So we're getting really close to the end here. We're gonna give, unfortunately, Donna Troy to Unrequited Love. We're gonna give, wait, hold on, no, go back. We're gonna give Parasite to Unappreciated, which does add a card to the lineup. We'll give Kryptonite to Unappreciated, which adds a card to the lineup, and Enhanced Strength to Unappreciated, which adds a card to the lineup. But it does end Unappreciated. That is over. Then we'll give Donna Troy to this. We only have 1 power here, and we'll move on to the next turn. I know that's not great, but that's what we have. It needs heroes, doesn't it? Ah, man. Well, Batcave can go down. 2, 3, 4. Draw a card. 5, 6, and we'll save this for next turn. That's 6. Is there anything we can get rid of? Any block cards? Oh, nope. We're going to go 7, 8, so we can get Scientific Genius. We might lose this one. I might have made that deck size a little too small. New card comes out. New card's destroyed. Alfred Pennyworth is given to Unrequited Love. That is the end of Unrequited Love. I still have some villains to get rid of, though, so I can't go for... Yeah, we only got 2 turns left. We might just lose this. All right, reveal the top 2 cards of our deck, draw 1 of them, and then put the other on top of your deck. Oh man, we're going to get a loss of Batman, I just realized. Oh man. They're putting him in the situation that I wanted to avoid the whole time. Anyway, reveal 2 cards of your deck, draw 1 of them, leave the other on top. Are we at 2, 5, 6, 7? I guess we kind of need this one, unfortunately. All right, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's enough to get rid of both of these villains so that we can focus on Crisis Troya there, because there's no other block cards out there, right? Nope. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We kind of have to go for the confrontation this turn. Not really much of a choice. So we'll take the chance. Confrontation on Troya. 2, there's no villains in the lineup, so that's another 3, so that's 5 power. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we get +1 for each equipment and hero. 12, 13, 14. That is the end of Crisis Troya. Alright, so now we have to try and beat this with the cards we have. Ooh, alright. New villain is Crisis Trigon. Each player gets a personal crisis. Oh wait, we're supposed to get one for the turn also. So we're actually going to get 2 personal crises. Oh, we're going to lose because 2 personal crises means we destroy cards. There's that. 2 personal crises we gain. And then a card comes out, and then that's where we lose. Alright, we came pretty close. Pretty close. I think I had got that deck size to a point that it makes Crisis 4 a little bit more formidable. I try to average it out around what the average remaining deck size is in a Crisis 4 game, and we definitely got there. We definitely did. Okay, that's all I've got here. If you're wondering what this is about, this is for the Solo Crisis League. It's a semi-competitive way of playing the DC deck building game and its various Crisis expansions. If you're not sure what that is, I mean, I just gave you the rundown, but you can check out the link below to learn more, or always feel free to ask questions if you have any. So if you enjoy the leagues or the videos or whatever it is that brought you here today, feel free to continue doing that. But if you want to support those efforts, you can do a few things. You can check out the Etsy store where we have things like the official league mat. We also have pins and stickers and all sorts of cool stuff. And that stuff's also available within the Patreon. So check out the Patreon if you're interested, where you get physical rewards depending on your level, as well as mid-round results, sneak peeks at upcoming rounds, and special members-only rounds between seasons. I want to give a special thanks to 2D. 2D is a member of the Patreon and a member of the Solo Champions League. That is the same thing as the Solo Crisis League, except we use Marvel Champions there. Also a lot of fun, so check that out too if you're curious. That's all I've really got for the night. Thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you later.